there, welcome back to Miss Sheff's video series on the 5 components of reading. Today we're going to focus on just one of these components, and that is vocabulary. So what is vocabulary? Vocabulary refers to the meaning of words, and there are a couple of different types of vocabulary that I'd like to discuss. The first is receptive vocabulary. So that is words that we understand when they're read aloud or they're spoken to us. And the other is expressive vocabulary. And that is understanding the meaning of a word so well that you're comfortable using it in everyday conversation or using it when you're writing. So, what can you do to help expand your child's vocabulary? Well, one of the easiest ways to do that is to read at home with your child. And instead of just reading through words that they may not know or understand, I would suggest previewing a new book. And so that means skimming through and picking out a couple of words that you think your child may not be familiar with, discussing those words and their meaning before reading the book, and then making sure to pause and have another discussion when you get to that word in your reading. Another thing that you can do is, if you go to the grocery store and you're in the produce section, make sure to point out words they may be unfamiliar with, like asparagus. Talk about what asparagus is and what that word means. You can do this at the shopping mall. Maybe consider the word kiosk. Point at a kiosk and discuss what the word kiosk means. Another thing that I like to do with my niece is a word relation game. So I'll say, I'm going to give you a word and you tell me as many words as you can think of that relate to that word. So I may say dog, and she may say fetch, run, play, food, leash, and we just go back and forth like that. Another thing that you can do is describe feelings or ask about your child's feelings using different words that you don't normally use. So if you're picking your child up from school and you normally say, did you have a good day today? Instead ask, did you have a fantastic day today? Did you have a terrible day today? Are you feeling excited or are you feeling furious? Just switch it up and discuss these words with your child as you introduce them to new words. Another thing that's really important, and this sort of refers to this last thing that I just spoke about, is to be intentional with your words. So intentionally use words that you don't normally use. And whenever you use that word, ask your child, do you know what that means? Let's talk about it. Make sure you give them a clear definition. Ask them if they can use that word in a sentence. Expanding your vocabulary for your child can greatly improve their performance in every other component of reading. This is going to help them in every grade beyond where they are right now. These are just a few of the strategies that you can implement at home to help them develop a broad and ever-expanding vocabulary.